Hi and welcome to my channel. This is Pearl and I've got my process video for week 44 of my 2019 Project Life album. I did this while I was at a crop, so if you see little pauses here and there, it's probably because someone was talking to me. So what I like to do first is after I print out the pictures, I like to put them in chronological order. This picture right here is of my daughter scrapbooking right next to me while I'm videoing. Next to it was the scrapbook page she made. So I put these in chronological order. I'm counting how many 4x6 cards or 4x6 photos rather, I have. So I know how many to put on there and how many 3x4s I need to put in a 4x6 spot. So once I have the general layout of where I want to put the photos, I go through the 4x6 cards. This is from the Studio Calico November kit. I go and look for 4x6 cards that I want to put. If there's a great title card or something like that for a 4x6, I will put that in a 4x6 spot without covering it up with a 3x4 photo. So the Studio Calico kits come with a transparent November or the month. So I put that on the bottom right hand corner because the left hand side is still October, as you can see from my daughter's Halloween costume. I want to be sure I use the stamp set, and now I'm going to go through the 3x4 cards and find the 3x4 cards that I want to journal on or use as filler cards. I'm going to go through all of these and fill in where I want to put the different cards. Sometimes it takes me a while because I need to decide if I'm going to journal on the journal card or if I'm going to journal on a label. And the labels are print and cut using my Silhouette file. Excuse me. They are print and cut using my Silhouette from digital files from the Studio Calico website. They have labels there that match their kits. So I download that every month and print and cut using my Silhouette so I can journal on my labels as well as my journaling cards. Okay, so for the number 44 on my title card, which is always a 3x4 on the left-hand side, I'm using the Felicity Jane Black Essentials Alpha Puffy stickers. I use these stickers almost every week for the numbers because it comes with plenty of numbers. So I'm going to put that 44 there. I'm going to use Stays On ink, and I'm going to use the Felicity Jane date stamp to stamp the date that my daughter was scrapbooking next to me while I was filming. And that 3x4 card that I just put down, it says I am grateful for and because. And I showed that I was using the Stabilo dark gray pen. I like to use gray instead of black because black is so stark in contrast. And I like mine to be just a little bit softer. So it says, I am grateful for Kaya's love for all things scrapbooking because while I was filming for my YouTube channel, she stood next to me and made her own page. Now it looks like someone threw up stickers all over her page, but you know what? She was quiet, she was happy, and she used all of my extra stickers from some Studio Calico kits and some enamel dots and whatnot. I try not to say no to her when she uses my supplies. Now this picture is of my daughter. She's holding up her makeup. I used to once upon a time do a beauty channel as well. So I was filming a YouTube video for my beauty channel and Kaya wanted to make one as well. So she actually recorded a video. And this is her final picture at the end. And I'm journaling on there. After I finished filming for my beauty channel, Kaya wanted to try making her own video. She did a great job. She was swatching on her arm. I guess they practice or they learn from watching what we do, right? She'll sit there quietly while I video if need be. So on the top picture is the picture of us together. This was when I was doing that video, and I'm using chipboard stickers, and it says love this moment, and I'm showing you the chipboards that came with the Studio Calico documentary kit. And I'm going to use the love this moment and put this on top. You can see I'm kind of lining it up on the grids there to put it in the middle. Now this bottom picture is of me putting makeup on my daughter. She was Uma from the Descendants for Halloween, and she was very particular about how to do the makeup. So we had to pull up a picture of Uma and see exactly how her makeup was done. And then I'm documenting Kaya really wanted to be Uma from the Descendants movie. I found her costume on sale at the Disney store. The wig is from Amazon. Then she wanted her makeup exactly like Uma's. So we looked at pictures online and I used my Pat McGrath Mothership palette to apply her face. Kaya loved it. And then I date stamped that for Halloween. On the picture above where she's doing the Halloween parade at her school, I just used the letter stickers that came with the kit and spelled out Uma, U-M-A, date stamped it with the StazOn black, and then put a chipboard heart onto that picture. On the picture above, where she is in the Halloween parade at her preschool, I used the letter stickers that came with the kit. They're gray, so they kind of blends in with the concrete there. And I spelled out Uma, and then I'm putting a pink heart chipboard sticker above the date. So on the journaling card, I wrote, still trying to figure out this beauty channel. It's so expensive to purchase new products and review them. And I love it, but should I? Question mark. And spoiler alert, I did quit that. Even though I love makeup, I decided to just focus on my scrapbooking channel. So I'm going to date both of those October 29 and stamp the picture as well as the journaling card. Then I'm going to go through my other embellishments, which happens to be a cork star. I can't ever remember cork. I'm not sure why. I'm going through the chipboards and I find the cork star, and I'm going to go ahead and staple that using a tiny attacher right to the top of the journaling card. So then I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I'm showing you how I organize my supplies while I'm at the crop. It's in a IKEA organizer. Oh, I can't remember it. I'll try to link it down below. Okay, for the right side of the layout, here's a picture of my son for his Halloween parade. He wanted to be a school trooper so bad. And on this journaling card, I wrote, Uni knew without a doubt that he wanted to be a school trooper. I think he was hoping to get a gun as well, but that didn't happen. He loved wearing the costume to school for the parade. I can still see how handsome he is even with the costume on. And I date that for Halloween as well. Now, after I do that, I'm going to journal on the next journaling card, the one that says RSVP. And I'm going to journal on there. We started having the Tams over for Halloween since 1993. And you're going to see that I use a sticky note to try to figure out what year, because I had to go backwards based on what grade my son is in. And I'm not smart enough to do fast math anymore, so I had to write it all down. Okay, so we've had them since 1993. Then last year, the Gordons started coming. This year, we invited Kaya's friend Quinn from pre-K and his family to join us. The neighborhood was like a ghost town. I'm not sure where everyone went this year, but the kids had a blast. So on top is a picture of all the kids in their costumes. And I take a cork star and put one on the RSVP journaling card, as well as one on top of the picture of all the kids in their costumes. Next, I'm going to journal on this picture of my daughter in her ballet clothes. And if you look closely, you can see that it's all bunched up around her knees and her ankles and all of this. She found tights that were a little too big for her because we got some hand-me-downs, and she refused to change out of them into sizes that fit her. So on this label, I'm documenting Kaya found tights 2 to 3 sizes too big and would not change before class. And then I'm going to staple that using a tiny attacher and put the date. Now there's a picture of Kaya with a dance teacher. This was for a master class with Bria Walton. The Hot Tots dance team, which is the dance team for 4 to 6 year olds, I think it is. They have to do a master class once a month. And this time it was a jazz masterclass with this lady, Bria Walton, and she loved it. Now I'm looking at these letter stickers that came with the Studio Calico kit and trying to decide what I'm going to write on that bottom picture. And what I end up putting on my T ruler is that I put privates, because this is my daughter's private lessons that she just started. So I spell out privates, and I'm going to put that onto the bottom of that picture. And I just remembered what the IKEA organizer container is called. It's called the Antonius. And I will go ahead and link that down below if I can find that online. So once I use the T ruler to spell out privates and put that down onto the bottom of the picture, I'm going to go through my supplies, and I'm going to put another cork star onto the top right hand corner of that picture. The thing with these letter stickers is that they're so subtle with my pictures, but I do kind of like that. And I'm using my cutter bee scissors to get the little I dot off and onto my picture. I'm dating that bottom picture, and now I'm just going to journal on that photo of my daughter with her masterclass instructor. And I wrote, Jazz Masterclass with Bria Walton. After I write that, I'm going to cut off the end of the label and staple it. And I have both pages of the layout here for you, and I want to show you that I'm going to stamp using my StazOn ink. One stamp onto that picture of my daughter with her jazz instructor that says thank you, exclamation point. And there you have it. That's my layout. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.